Hey, Mom. How are you? I forgot where I wound up. Oxnard. Yo, what's up, Zill? Okay, let's look at Oxnard. Price per distance. Oh, that's okay, Mom. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Let's see, Oxnard, I could take the crawler tractor to Artesia. What if I came out of LA? I would go to Gallup. Ooh, I could take this to Roswell. Look at that. And that's a huge milling machine, too. Offer expires in 8 hours. Wait, have I slept? Yeah, I did sleep because I delivered right after I slept. Okay. So we're going to come out of LA. We're going to come out of LA. We're going to haul this to Roswell, New Mexico. You're about to haul a heavy load. Well, I'm optimized for heavy loads. Using a wheel? No, sir. Wheels are expensive. I think a decent wheel is like 300 bucks. I mean, you can get wheels that are made for like the no, there's some decent ones for about 300 USD. You can get a gaming wheel that'll work on your computer for like $60, but all the $60 wheels are really like cheap and crappy, and they're very small. They're like this big. To get a wheel that's roughly the correct size of like a vehicle steering wheel, just a car, not even an 18-wheeler, and actually get it with pedals and a shifter, is like $300. Ooh, I need gas. There's gas en route. Okay. Wait, was that gas? That wasn't gas, that was sleeping. Whoops. After I come out of there, I'll go there. We'll go that way out of LA. Okay. How much? Oh, distance, 600 miles. Okay, I'm good on gas. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I would love to drive using a wheel and pedals and stuff, but if I had $300 to spend, I wouldn't spend it on a wheel and pedals. There's plenty of other gaming-related stuff I'd rather spend $300 on. Yeah, that's the problem you have with a lot of the cheaper wheels, is their radius on the wheel itself is very small. And it's just like, well, what's the purpose? Oh, you have track IR? Yeah, that's a whole nother level. You know, I would assume if you had VR goggles, it would probably be really good. I know there's a VR version of American Truck Sim. It's basically track IR, but with goggles. I'm gonna have to get behind this guy because he's going, well, maybe not. Are you gonna slow down enough for me to pass you? Oh, cool, he did. Hey Mom, I installed a couple of mods since you weren't here this afternoon. Vehicles on the road now have the correct make and model emblems on them. So like that Toyota Prius has a Toyota logo on it. And company brand names in the game are real life accurate. So instead of going to Walmart, I go to Walmart. So it's extra immersion. I like it a lot. I hope this trucker in front of me doesn't go steal my job. There's that giant thing I'm gonna have to transport. Good Lord, look at that. Alright, so we're gonna take this thing to Roswell. God, look at that thing. Check out what I'm hauling. It looks pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
Hanging my head out the side of my truck. Alright, cool. Nice. Yeah, I know, right? I'm the same way, Zill. And I can guarantee you that is not what the $700 I'm trying to raise is for. Okay, let's put a marker there. This is going to take me this route. It's a very popular route. I wonder if I could go this way. That would take me 18 hours. If I went that way. That's a route I have not yet traveled, though, however. But it would skip Alamogordo. And I don't know if I'm going to skip Alamogordo. I could go here. That would only add like 20 minutes to my travel time. And that would also get me Artesia. I'm taking it to the cat center. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go through Alamogordo through Artesia. Let's do that number. Let's go through the center of Artesia like that. Okay. What's Alamogordo look like? Can I just go this way? Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. That all looks pretty straightforward. I'm happy with that. And I'm going to be able to gas up here pretty soon. Right there. Awesome. This is an articulated trailer. So it's going to be very wonky. Like, it's articulated in the front and in the back. It's a double articulated. So this is going to make turning very, very strange. I mean, it should be able to make corners a little smoother. A little. But, like, I'm going to have to swing out on some of these tighter corners. Oh, God, like right here. This is going to be a nightmare. Please don't be coming this way. Okay. We're good. This turn is gonna suck. No, bro, I need room. Alright, cool. Okay, okay. Not so bad. That's part of the reason why I also wanted to make sure I was as straight as possible for the whole route. Because I don't want to, I want to make as few turns as possible. Oh yeah, I have 49 hours to deliver this load. That's not going to be a problem. Yeah, dude, heavy cargo all the way, man. This thing is huge. Did you see it, Marty? Look at how big this thing is. Giggity. Double articulated and everything. How heavy is this? 43 tons. That is not a lightweight object. I think there's a limit to how much fuel can be transported by weight or quantity. I don't know. I would assume it would be by weight at that point. Just off of the danger of puncture or stuff like that. Do they have road trains? Not yet. However, there was a post on SCS's website about one of the upcoming, I don't know if it's going to be a patch or a DLC, is going to include pilot cars or escorts, depending on how you look at it. So you're going to be able to carry oversized multi-lane loads, like very wide loads, and the pilot car will actually force the AI traffic off the road. Have they fixed AI cars merging onto highways? Not really. I mean, they've made modifications to AI. It's still not perfect, but it's better. They're no longer trying to run you off the road. God. Here, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna piss a bunch of people off. Open beta for ETS2 is going on right now. Is that the escorts? So they ram into their sides? No. The AI has been taught that when the pilot car is there and alerting, that it will pull off the road and allow you to go by. So there's going to be a pilot car in front and an escort car behind. Let's go pick up our load. I'm pretty sure this is illegal. Just dumping my load in the middle of the street. All right, cool. All right, sorry fellas. I had to get gas, and there was no way this articulated trailer was fitting in that gas station. I've never actually had to be moved off the road by a wide vehicle, by a wide truck. However, I have been past and have passed myself extra wide loads. Usually they try to take up as little space as possible, but obviously in a game like this, where there's a lot of two-lane roads, that's not really possible. If your load is like 1.5 lanes wide, the game's gonna have to make some compensation for that. Alright. Up here. See, like right here, this is not the easiest turn in the world. I have to make a 90-degree turn with a double articulated trailer. Come on, back wheels. Okay. They cooperated. Oh. Okay, so the majority of the rest of this trip should be mostly straight until I get to my destination. And this should easily push me into level 20, at which point I should get a couple of upgrades to my truck, that is. I'm 900 miles away from my destination, and I can get 1,600 miles in my tank of gas. So I will not have to refill. I will, however, have to sleep. So how are you two doing, Marty and Zill? I gotta stay in my lane, especially when the guy in the lane next to me is a state trooper or a highway patrolman. What's up, Jessen? Jason? I know you were here before, but I can't remember how to pronounce your name. How you been doing? I've been doing all right. And sleep is for the weak. That being said, I have a very strict bedtime. I'm kidding. But still, though, 10 o'clock. Probably the Nordic way. Wait. Wait, are you the Swede? Cappy and I talk about you all the time, if you're the Swede.
We were literally just talking about it the other day.
Yeah. We were literally like, hey, remember that Swedish guy that came by the other day? Like, a month or so ago, and we were all like, talking about the Swedish chef? Indeed I am. He's the Swede. He's back. We were talking about the Swedish chef again. It reminded us of you. Oh, it was great. We were all like, hey, remember when we showed the Swedish chef to that guy and he was like, oh my God, this is what you think of us? Oh, it was so fun. I gotta get over. Good times. Yeah, see, Mom, there's Pizza Hut. There's a Pizza Hut sign on the right. Coca-Cola on the left. I'm driving a shipment from well, from somewhere to Cat. I remember that. Oh, a Jiffy Lube sign. That's something you don't even see here. Alright, let's get back in the right-hand lane. Yeah, I'm hauling a giant... What is this thing? A milling machine. I should probably stay in the cab so I can actually drive properly. This thing is huge. 43 tons. That's what she said.
I'm sorry. What?
I said this thing is huge, 43 tons.
Oh, she
And-
wouldn't say that.
No, she most certainly would not say that. She'd look at it and go, ha 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 ha, so cute. And you're all like, yeah.
Don't you laugh at it.
Don't you laugh at it. So slow in California. I can't wait till I hit Arizona and I can speed up. Looks like I have to rest in 7:22, which is about the halfway point. So I'm guessing around Tucson I should sleep. Oh God. Can I get there easily? No. What if I go here? Huh. Where's a good sleeping spot? Ew. There is not a good place to sleep. I mean, there, but that's a huge, nasty turn. Oh my God. Hold on. Ugh. I'm just looking at this and I'm just like, ugh. Gross. There's no good place to stop and sleep. Ugh. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm not looking forward to that. That seems about the midway point, though. It's actually, yeah, because number 3 is my destination. Pretty darn close. Yeah, alright. We're gonna have to figure out that nasty set of turns when I have to take a nap. Whoops. Drifting lanes while reading chat. So you got rained on the entire trip from LA to Vegas, or what? You rent a convertible and then it rains the whole time. Perfect. That is exactly the kind of vacation you want. Let's go on vacation. Rain. Nevada was dry but foggy? Really? Oh, y'all want to go check out the Hoover Dam? Awesome. See, that's the kind of stuff I'd like to go to vacation to. The Grand Canyon, Hoover Dam.
Me too.
Maybe a national park or something. I mean, of course, there's the Grand Canyon National Park, but... I actually really enjoyed those. Strangely enough, one of my favorite vacations growing up wasn't even an intentional vacation, but we were going to a family reunion, and we ended up going through Big Bend National Park, which is between South Texas and El Paso. And that national park was awesome. It seemed kind of boring like at the time, but looking back at it, I had a lot of fun. Because you're all like, wow, it's a park, and there's desert and like mountains and hills. You're all like, that's it. But at the time, I was all like, whoa, this is awesome. Look at that rock, you know, when you're a kid. Shit. That helicopter, the helicopter trip they had booked to the Grand Canyon was foiled by fog. That sucks. Ugh, why is the highway so packed out in the desert? Oh God, what's happening? That's all the people wanting to go gambling? Oh, I guess that makes sense. This isn't even the road to Vegas, though. We're going to Phoenix. They should have gone north through Barstow if they were going to Vegas. I mean, you can obviously get to Vegas from here, but it seems like a roundabout way. It's like driving from, in an extreme case, it'd be like driving from Texas to Florida, but making a stop in Chicago first. Why would you do that? What's up, Ace Kev? EA has turned off microtransactions in Star Wars Battlefront 2. That's not going to help them much. I mean, there's still a lot of people that are pissed off about the concept at all. They may have turned it off now, but they're going to turn it back on. Oh hey, I must have crossed state lines. I can go 70 now. Awesome. Can I get over, please? Thank you. Well, I drove from Texas to Florida once. I sure as hell didn't go through Chicago to do it. Please pull in for a vehicle inspection. Get out of my way, little car. Get out of the way, little car. Oh my god, I gotta get over. Boo, I didn't want to do this. Gross vehicle weight 64 tons. You hear Florida is dodgy? I love the fact that an Australian is like, I hear Florida's kind of shady. Awesome. Awesome. Well, a couple of years ago, I read up on why Florida man is a thing, and they have a law, a state law in Florida that says if someone is accused of a crime, they can't be named until they've either been convicted. So to report on these possible criminals, they always say Florida man or Florida woman because they can't give the exact person's name. So it gives it this weird air of like it's this same dude or couple of dudes that are like just completely whacked out. So it just makes it funnier when you hear Florida man because you're like, oh, it's that guy again. Yeah, Florida man's at it again. Exactly. That's kind of like in the United States when something weird happens in Australia, it's always, to us, it's always Australian newscaster. And so, granted, half the stories are from the same Australian news show, like Australian morning news show, but still, every Australian newscaster story, we always think of that same guy that's just freaking, he's wacky, dude. That guy, I don't know what kind of drugs he takes at 6 a.m. in the morning to get that hyper, but holy crap. I guess that's his name. But he's the one that's in like half of, if you Google Australian newscaster, he's in like half of the videos. I guess that morning news show is just got some of the weirdest stuff going on. Like, they cover some of the weirdest stories to get, like, the funny reactions. Like, I remember there was one where it was two guys. He was one of the two guys, and then a female co-host. And they were interviewing somebody that they had, like, either they had gotten robbed at a gas station, or they had stopped a robbery at a gas station. I forget which one it was. But, like, the dude that they were interviewing was one of the guys involved in the altercation or whatever it was. And he was, like, the most... I forget the term for the white trash rednecks from Australia. I think it starts with a B. But anyway, he was, like, the stereotypical redneck Australian, and he was just bogan, thank you, and he was just going off on the whole situation, but all his slang was like bogan slang and everything. And the news, that one guy just could not keep a straight face. He was cracking up the whole time, and the other two hosts were trying to be like serious and like get the real story. I mean, they were giggling too, but this one dude literally was just sitting over there like rolling on the floor in real life. He couldn't help it. Oh, hey, cool. You gave her a clean butt.
Yeah. Maybe just a picture of her.
Okay. We can do that after the stream.
Be like, we seriously underestimated the size of this.
Yeah, of this stuffed toy. But yeah, the dude was just cracking up, and it was a long interview. It was like, I'm going to say it was like a 10-minute interview, but it was probably shorter than that, but it seemed that long. Just because the dude he just could not keep a straight face. The guy was just losing his shit the whole time. It was hilarious. They were probably robbed by Florida Man. I mean, the situation around this robbery or whatever it was the situation was ridiculous. It was funny and stupid. But like I guess the dude had really good bogan slang because they just could not wrap their heads around it. They were losing their shit, man. It was funny watching it, and I had no idea what was funny about it. There was some Australian inside joke that I wasn't getting, but the dude was laughing so much. I was like, this is funny just watching this dude lose his shit on national TV or state-run TV, or I don't know what his show is, but it's apparently really popular. Yo, what's up, Lucid? Pull yourself up a seat, bro. That bucket will work okay. It's one of those 5-gallon orange Home Depot buckets, right? Get a decent amount of height off the ground. I did it again, Lucid. I unloaded my my load in the middle of the street. This time it was just like a residential street, so it was less a Homer bucket. I'm not familiar with a Homer bucket. I'm sure I am familiar with a Homer bucket. I just don't know that I am. You know, one of those things. Camp Verde? I think I'm heading that way. Oh shit, nope. I'm glad there was nobody to the left of me. That would have been nasty. Oh, that's what the Home Depot buckets are called. Oh, well, whatever. The 5-gallon, well, so yeah, an orange 5-gallon Home Depot bucket. You knew what I was talking about. Gotta be all like fancy and use SAT words or some shit. Homer. Some Greek philosopher on the side of the bucket. That's totally not what it is. How Homer is an SAT word for me. I is smirt. Oh, but yeah, I'm hauling right now, Lucid. I'm hauling a double articulated 43-ton milling machine. It's got a small section up front that's just, I think, 2 axles, and then articulated off of that is the actual milling machine on its trailer, and then off of the back of that there's another small section with another 2 axles. What's going on? Why are we stopping in the middle of the highway? What are you doing? It weighs 43 tons. Yeah, 43 tons. My load is 43 tons. I stopped at a weigh station, and grand total with the cab was 64 tons. So I guess my cab is 21 tons. It's a pretty big cab, I guess. Oh, burn. I don't know. Is that a burn? Sure. Awesome. Yeah, I have a pretty high horsepower engine in here now. But I need to get a better transmission, because I can't go over 65. Like, even if I try. Your cab should not weigh 21 tons. Well, maybe just the load, maybe just the milling machine is 43 tons, and it's not factoring in the weight of the main trailer and the 2, I don't know what they're called, axle trailers. Maybe it didn't factor in that weight. But yeah, the weigh station said 64 tons total. £21,000, so that'd be 10 tons. Okay, so if my cab is 10 tons and this is 43 tons, that would mean that the main trailer and the 2 sub trailers are about 10 tons total. I don't know, maybe that sounds about right. I could see that. That doesn't seem unreasonable. How much time? Oh crap, only 2 hours until I need to sleep? Where am I? Ugh, crud. I might be able to make it through Tucson. For all of those who are unaware, this is what Lucid does for a living. Hauls shit around the country. He's a man's man. Yeah, once I sleep and it's daytime again, I'll show you the trailer I'm hauling. It's kind of hard to see it in the middle of the night, but it's fun going around corners. What are those little trailers called that just add axles but give you an additional articulation point? Do they have a specific name? It's probably something like stupid easy, like axle trailers. Oh, dolly, okay. Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. That's what I call a hand truck. What a lot of people call hand trucks. I call those dollies. Dolly trailer, okay. Here's Tucson. Still have about an hour and a half to get through. I think I'll be okay. I might go over a little, but it's not the end of the world. Tried to limit the number of like 90-degree turns I had to do. Trying to stay on as many curves as possible because I hate this articulated trailer. Your safety guy gives you hell even if you go over a minute. Well, that's his job, I guess. And I get it, there's like laws and shit. You guys get fined if... I guess you guys probably get fined if that happens too frequently. Or by too large of a time frame, perhaps. That can't be a pleasant situation. Alright, where's my stop? It's very close. Look at this. I'm gonna have to get an articulated trailer through that. Gross. It's not gonna be fun. Oh, great. I bet that makes your life a whole lot easier, doesn't it? 50 minutes. So, like, he wakes up, he's got like 6 emails, like different guys that have just gone over their time limit. And you're just like, great. Now Bob's gonna call me again. Hey, Lucid, you went over your sleep time. I don't know what it's called. By like 6 minutes. You gotta get off the road sooner. Tell him that Rocket was driving. Awesome. Man, I was asleep in the back, dude. Rocket was driving. We were good. Don't worry about it. You have to stay more focused on driving, but you do get to sleep more? Well, you know. You don't have to sleep that full 10 hours either, do you? You just have to not be driving for 10 hours. And get like 6 hours of sleep. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Slow down. Don't slow down that much. God, brakes. That delay. Alright, so that wasn't so bad. Rest area up ahead. Okay. You aim for 8, but you can't sleep that long? Yeah. I can't sleep longer than about 7 hours. Oh God, this is gonna end badly. Cappy. I get a good 9 hours every night. God, this is gonna suck. Okay, hold on. There should be a sensor right here that'll allow me to sleep. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. No. I used to be able to stop right here. Oh, they fixed it. Okay, I'll drop my load right there. At least we're in a motel parking lot. Oh, stop engine. I can sleep here. Okay. I just drove in the wrong way. Man, I don't care. I can't see it. Okay, here we go. I have an automatic. I don't downshift. The truck does it for me. Right? That's how this works? Oh, God. So this is what I'm hauling. There's a dolly up front, and then the trailer that the thing's on, and then another dolly in the back. Oh, God. Oh, God. All these articulation points. I just want to get... Come on. Come on. Work with me. All right. All right, cool. We're good. This is what's gonna suck. Yeah, I don't drive a manual truck. I drive an automatic because I'm a wuss. Yay! Thanks, Cappy. Alright, we're gonna go down here. Otherwise, I'd have to make two 90-degree turns in a very short period. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna just take up this lane. 'Cause I don't give a fuck. Alright, we're gonna go after this yellow truck. Come on, bruh. Okay, made that curve easily. Alright, I'm just gonna take up both lanes here, so don't cry. Oh god. I'm not a trucker, Lucid. Shut up.
Oh.
Lucid's over here mocking me. He's like, why'd you swing out that far? That was way too far. 'Cause I'm scared. Oh god. Yeah, this afternoon's ATS session was hilarious. I was starting to pass this truck, and I did it in the best possible spot. I did it going uphill around a blind curve. Best place to pass. So I start passing this guy up, and another 18-wheeler comes around the curve. Two-lane highway, one lane each direction. And as I come, so my solution to this problem was to go off onto the shoulder of the oncoming traffic. You should be checking your mirrors. I have mirrors. I have the mirror on the left, and then oh, you can't see the other mirror. There's a mirror underneath my face.
Oh, yeah. I see it.
I have a right-hand mirror underneath my face. Please tell me you did that only in one of the two trucking sims, and not that you actually did that in real life, Lucid. Because I went off on the left shoulder. Yeah, in-game. Yeah, okay, good. Not in the truck. Okay. Oh, wait, it's raining. Should probably have my windshield wipers on. That's probably a safety violation, right? Not if it's raining this light, I would guess. God, if every time it rained it was this light, that would be awesome. Not his truck. Ah. Point taken, Marty. Or not in my truck. It was someone else's. This is going to be an awesome innuendo, Lucid. Have you ever double teamed to do a big load? Like driven with another trucker so that you guys can swap on and off so that you don't have to stop to sleep. Like one of you sleeps in the back while the other one drives. I just love that Cappy laugh in the background. Do you ever double team with another guy to get a big load? When you were a trainer, you kind of did. Ah, that makes sense. But like you as a fully experienced trucker and another fully experienced trucker to get a large load across like the country in a short period of time. No, you hate driving team. Okay. Does Lucid do trucking? Yes. Lucid is a trucker IRL. Ooh, that car went off the road. I'm waiting for them to introduce Freightliner. I think it's Freightliner. The trucks for Freightliner, because I'm pretty sure they're the ones that came out with the Lone Star, and that truck looks amazing. Why does this Mustang have its top down in the rain? What are you doing? He's a professional swimmer. He's just getting extra practice. Welcome back, Lucid. Did you go somewhere? You were gone for like 30 seconds. I posted a pic of my current load for you, Zill. Oh, in Discord? Sick. Lucid, did you restart your vlog yet? I'm gonna ask you that every time you're here. Oh, it stopped raining. Hey, welcome to New Mexico. Awesome. I don't drink beer and I wear clean clothes. He does have a stereotypical, like, an epic trucker's beard, though. Unless he shaved, and if he did, his awesomeness went down a couple of notches. So I swear to God, that beard is epic. I wish I could grow a beard like Lucid. Cappy's with me on that one. I am a fat guy, but that's from high school weightlifting gone soft. Fair enough. Lucid. Your bypass module went off, Lucid. He's all like, what the hell? He's like, yeah, I noticed. That happens to me too when we have an on-call phone at work that rotates around like 5 employees. It made you flinch. You were like, oh, what's going on? We have an on-call phone that rotates around 5 employees at the office. And we gave the on-call phone the most annoying and shrill ringtone we could find, so that when it rings, you damn well know it's ringing, and you know what it is. And it always makes me like panic, like in my chest, when I'm out. Like, I'm not on call, but I'll be out like at Walmart or something, and someone will have that ringtone as their regular ringtone on their phone. And I'll hear it, and I'll start like reaching for my pocket trying to find the on-call phone. Like, oh crap. I hope it's not a server that's offline that now I have to fix at like 7 p.m. on a Thursday. That always sucks. 5 hours 22, and I have 10 hours 26 until I have to sleep. Okay. When someone else is using your alarm tone? Yeah. Are y'all posting that? Did you post that picture of your load in in like IRL or something? It's irrational anger, not panic. Well, for me, it's panic, because I don't want to have to fix a problem. So I hear that ringtone, I'm like, oh God, there's a problem. Now I'm gonna have to fix it, and I don't want to. Okay, cool. I'll check it out later too. Yeah, after this load, I'm gonna hit level 20, which should give me access to a bunch of upgrades to my truck. And then I think I'm gonna do some garage management. This has been a really long load. It's already been an hour and I'm still a little ways away. What's going on over there? Whoop. Rubbernecking. I rubbernecked in the game. Oh, dude, you know what would be trippy? If when they get around to doing Texas and they do the Sarita checkpoint, if they actually include... Never mind. There's a really big highway that goes between my city, Corpus Christi, and farther south towards the border with Mexico. And about, I would say about 2 hours away from the border, there's a all I can think of to call them is La Migra, Border Patrol. There's a Border Patrol checkpoint that everyone has to stop at. And I'm curious if they're going to include the border checkpoint in the Texas DLC when they get to it. Because if you get at it at the right spot, you'll spend, 5 minutes at this checkpoint and go right on through. But if you hit that checkpoint at the wrong time, you can be stuck there for like an hour. Especially if you're stuck behind somebody who's suspicious. Lucid, have you gone down to Brownsville, McAllen, Harlingen area? Down 77? I'm sure you have at some point. Yeah, but they have all those toll booths in Europe. There's one in California on I-10 right at the border to New Mexico. Really? Doesn't I-10 go east-west, though? I guess it would be in between California and New Mexico. Oh. That would be Ehrenberg. I've driven through there a couple times. There's nothing there. I was thinking about them including the Sarita checkpoint in the Texas DLC. Because everyone that goes back and forth to the valley at one point or another has gotten stuck at the Sarita checkpoint. What's up, Shadow? How you been, man? This exit is 40-mile-an-hour exit, so we're going to take it at 65 because balls. Well, what's wrong with some of the interstate signs? Are they incorrect? Well, thanks for stopping by, Shadow. You see I-15 West. I'm assuming there's information there that I'm not aware of. odd number interstates are north and south. I thought that was just a... Like, is that actually a thing? I thought that was one of those, like, old wives' tales. Not really old wives' tales, you know, but, like, one of those things that was mostly true, but not 100%. It is actually a thing. Oh. Well, hell, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was, like, an actual rule. So what are how do they get away with... How do they get away with, like, for example, the 1604 loop or the 410 loop around San Antonio? Because it's even. I guess because it would be interstate. It's that's not an interstate highway, I guess, right? That's just a state highway. That'd be Texas 410 as opposed to I-410. Hey, this is a cool chunk of road. Ooh, what is that? Is that a rocket? Interesting. I'm not near Roswell yet. Must be near White Sands Missile Base. I'm in between Las Cruces and Alamo Gordo. I don't know where White Sands is. If an interstate has 3 digits, it's a loop or a spur. If it's a loop, it starts with an even number. A spur starts with an even number. So that's both. Yeah, they both start with even numbers. Spur starts with odd. So the 1604 loop around San Antonio is actually a spur, not a loop. Oh God! Oh God! I almost hit that Chevy. The interstate here was 540, but they changed it to I-49. Oh, 1604 isn't an interstate yet. Oh. That's true. 1604 is just 2 lanes in a large chunk of it. It's just like a 2-lane dirt road out, not dirt road, but a 2-lane barely paved road out in the middle of nowhere. $45. Boo! 35. Bigger boo! Alamo Gordo. Goes from Louisiana up to Joplin, Missouri. My mama lives up there in the northwest Arkansas area. Up in the Ozarks. It's the first place I ever drove through a real tunnel. It was awesome. You're just north of Joplin right now? That's cool, dude. Oh, red light. Hey, look, a CVS. And it actually looks like a CVS too. Joplin is not Arkansas. Joplin is Missouri. Arkansas, yeah. Yeah, it's spelled Arkansas, but it's pronounced Arkansas. Ask me why. If you're trucking, how are you on the internet? I have no idea, Zill. I do know that Arkansas actually got its name before Kansas, though. So, why is Kansas not pronounced Kansas? No idea. What a great answer. Thanks, bro. Why is it named that way? I don't know. It's an Indian word? Okay. As you can probably tell, I'm into, like, Indian stuff. Like, Native American stuff is awesome. Going up this hill. Come on now. Come on now. You can do it. Go, go, go. To downshift like 3 or 4 times just to get good enough torque to push this 43-ton load up this hill, or pull it up the hill for that matter. You put in some mods for some straight pipes on your Kenworth? Yeah, I haven't put in any mods on my trucks with the exception of altering the angle at which my headlights point. They point down too quickly, and now they point up a little more. The only other mods I have are just skin mods for the other vehicles on the road and the businesses in the game. I don't know. That's why I set the truck to automatic. I let it handle all of that. It'll figure it out. Automatic. Automatic. Okay. Okay. Blind curve. Do not like. Man, this is an awesome road, though. Ooh, a tunnel. I like tunnels. Pointer Sisters? Yeah, dude. That's weird, Shadow. I don't know what to tell you. There's no lights or vent fans in this tunnel. Well, it's not very long, so maybe that's why. I have such a weak horn. I gotta get some air horns on this truck. Because that's not cutting it. I don't even want to know what that is. Yeah, exactly. Lucid's response to my horn. ... What the hell is that crap? Wow. Yeah. My car has a better horn too, and my car is a Prius. So, wow. Here's where I'd need to figure out how to use a retarder properly, because I'm going downhill. That's almost as bad as my chair horn. You got one of those little honker honker? One of those crappy little clown horns on your chair or something? That would be hilarious. I would do that, and I would get one of those bicycle bells, like ching ching, just to fuck with people. Downshift and let it roll. Just let gravity take control. Oh, it's an electronic horn. Okay. That would be hilarious. Honker, honker. You have a backup horn on your chair? One of those little beepers? If it was a real automatic, you could still shift down? Yeah. Yeah, even though that's exactly what it is, Zill, they're just automated shifters. Ah, gotcha. So if you get an automatic truck, it's a manual truck with a computer shifter. God, when I get to this place, I am totally not parking this where it needs to go. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh Oh yeah, it is. Would you look at that? I downshifted and upshifted. Control and shift. Huh. You need some crank? I know a guy. Oh, I'm going way too slow? What the hell? Why am I still driving 45? Alright, so we're coming into Roswell at night because, you know, what better time of day to look at the sights than nighttime, right? Well, this isn't even Roswell. This is Artesia. I'm delivering to Roswell, yes. Artesia, is that where they make all the artisanal stuff? These lights, every single time I get to one, it's going to be red. Because the next one's green. Yes, exactly. Yep, now this turns green, next one turns red, the one after that will turn green in a second. Ugh. These lights. Ew. I bet you just love driving through this kind of traffic, Lucid. This is what you get up early in the morning for. You're just like, oh, I cannot wait to get into bumper-to-bumper traffic. Oh, I love driving through downtown Dallas at 5:30 in the afternoon. Whoops, whoops. Sorry. I can't get by that. To turn left? It's my favorite. I remember I drove through Houston once at like probably 4:30. So like the 5 o'clock rush hour was just starting. And there was a 5-lane highway that Orange Barrels had divided down to 1 lane for about 3 or 4 miles, and then as I'm watching this section of the highway that was completely markered off, literally nothing in there, just open lanes, free for driving, and then the barrels like went back off again. And I was just like, great. There was literally nothing there. Worst traffic you ever had was in St. Louis? iFlop? iFlop? Apparently it didn't fix all the companies in the game. Doesn't St. Louis have one of those like 8-lane highways at one point? Where there's like 8 lanes going one direction, 8 lanes going the other? It's like ginormous. Oh, how come I didn't get a turn light? What the hell? I'm getting into the middle of the intersection now. Fuck that. Perfect. Perfect. There was a cop behind me. Screw it. I don't even care. I'll pay for the ticket. I just want to go. I didn't get a turn light. I'm not waiting through another intersection light. That took forever. People who don't know how to use turn lanes annoy the hell out of me. There's a yellow lane in the center of the road. It's for turning. You get into the lane so that you can then get out of the way before you turn left. And then people that don't know what they are will stay in the far left driving lane and come to a complete stop and wait. And I'm like, get into the turn lane. I'm gonna murder your family. Well, thank you. I'll put some in later tonight. Well, I'm horribly disappointed, obviously. Like earlier today when I was having to describe what a turn lane was to, I think it was Marty. Was it you, Marty, that didn't understand what a turn lane was originally? I don't remember. If I'm in my truck, I get as close to them as I can and then lean on my horn until they move. Well, you can do that if you're a trucker. If I'm in a Prius, people don't do that for me. No. I'm about to hit level 20 at the end of this job, and at which point I will have a bunch of upgrades I can get, so I'll make sure to put some air horns on the truck. See, here's the thing, Zill. That bothers me a lot, because unless you're like a large bus like a coach or an 18-wheeler with a large load, there is literally no reason you ever need to swing out. I see people driving like Ford F-150s swinging out all the time to make turns, and I'm like, if you knew how to drive your truck, you would not need to swing out. I don't care who you are, you're a terrible driver. Yeah, buddy. Can I get over, please? Can I get over, please? Thank you. I'm like, I can turn a 90-degree turn in like an F450 Super Duty, like huge diesel dually truck that's a little wider than normal trucks. And I'm like, without swinging out. There's no reason this guy in an F-150 can't figure it out. He's bad at road. Oh, snap. Green arrow after main traffic is uncommon here. Usually it's green arrow before main traffic. Sorry about that. There's a couple of intersections that do it reverse here, but the majority of them are green arrow first. See, like this one's green arrow first. Don't come to a stop. Good. Yeah, people are dumb. You're not people. Wait. What? Alright, now I'll get into the turn lane. Because I'm a huge freaking truck. Oh god, look at that small entrance. If y'all are getting truckloads on a regular basis, why is the entrance to your area so small? It should be twice that wide. How are you going to fit 2 trucks side by side in there? Alright. Oh yeah, there is no expert parking here. There's standard, which is straight ahead and a little to the right. I'm going to skip. Hey, I did an excellent without damaging any of the cargo. Alright, let's do high value. Is heavy included? Is heavy considered high value? Probably. I mean, if something weighs 43 tons, I'm sure it's expensive, right? Yeah, you really can't back up an articulated trailer? Yeah. Let's do more just-in-time stuff. Just-in-time gets really good. 30% or higher reward. 30% higher reward for finishing urgent deliveries. That's got a huge increase in money. At the end. Okay. So, now, where is the nearest truck stop? Hey, right there. Isn't it just like backing up a normal trailer except a ton easier to jackknife? No, well, I mean...